your number as well, because I feel like our DMs keep getting pushed to the bottom. But in terms of what I think you should do, I think firstly you need to work out what you are trying to achieve. Like, do you want a job? Do you want to be a software engineer or data analyst? Do you want to own a company? Do you want to build a SaaS product? Like, what exactly do you want to do? Yo, assalamu alaikum. So it's Monday, it's 10 AM. I was meant to wake up a lot earlier than I did, but I bought like those nose strips that everyone's been going on about, and oh my god, I slept like an absolute baby. I slept through all of my alarms, everything's crazy. So yeah, I missed a couple of hours in my day, which is a bit annoying, but we have a lot to do today. So today I've got a client meeting for the software agency that I've started. So I've got about 3 or 4 clients now, alhamdulillah. This one's a little bit different. It's mainly, he actually found me through my YouTube, which is interesting, and he mainly just wants automation stuff. So not really software, which is what we specialise in. He wants automations, which is fine, we can do that as well. I think the good thing about starting off from a software background, it usually means we can do everything else. A lot of agencies at the moment, they start off with automations and an AI automations agency, which is fine, but when they have clients that want something a bit more complex, then they struggle because they haven't got that developer background. Alhamdulillah, we do, so that is something that we can provide, right? In this case, the client doesn't actually want something complex in terms of custom software, they just want automations for their company to help them save time and stuff. So I'm going to hop on a call with him tonight, or this evening really, just find out what he needs, find out some pain points in his company. Our main job at this point in time will just be to find the pain points in his company, any weak points, things that are a bit tedious that he would like to automate. And then my job will be to work out how much time we're going to be saving him. And then I'll draw up a proposal, send that over to him, and inshallah, we can lock that in and get into business. So yeah, if you run a business and there's some things that you feel like could be automated a little bit better, or software might be able to help you and save you some time, save you some money, then don't be shy to reach out. DM me on Instagram, email me is probably a better way to go about it. I'm currently building our agency website, so everything will be a lot more seamless. You'll be able to go on there and just book a call with us, find out if we can help you or not. One thing that I really want to push as well is we're not just trying to make money. I think what a lot of agencies do is they're cold outreaching, they get a warm lead, and they just quickly sign them. Like, if I can't help you and if I can't help your business, I don't want to work with you, and that's because I have your interest at heart first. At the end of the day, we are a Muslim company, completely Muslim owned, and there comes some responsibility with that. Amana at the end of the day is a very big part of our religion, so I'm not trying to scam people or... So yeah, in terms of what I have to do the rest of the day, I need to edit this video. I'm going to start working on some B-roll as well. I've got a lot of B-roll that I've got recorded from last week. I'm going to put that in a project and just cut it up and get it perfect. I've got a post I need to create for Instagram. I need to plan the week as well in terms of content and just my life really. Yeah, a lot to do. So I'm going to get straight to work. Going to stop yapping. And yeah, and I'll check in with you guys later in the day.
Fellow entrepreneur friend Bruno released his first YouTube video, and for those that have been watching my stuff,
and that is my sacred morning routine.
Assalamu alaikum. Just come to get a trim. Badly need it, as you can see.
The gate is open.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So it's Monday, it's like 9 PM. I'm working on a very cool project that I can't speak of as of yet. Maybe in the next couple clips inshallah, because I'm planning to get this launched this week inshallah. But it's cool, man. It's very cool. I'm working on a couple things, but this is the main project that I've been spending mainly my weekend on, to be honest. And yeah, we shipped it literally within 2 days. The MVP was made within about an hour or two. It's something really cool. It's related to Islam, it's related to masajids, and it's really going to help like donations for mosques is all I'm gonna say. But it's cool, really, really cool. In terms of plans for this week, I'm off uni this week, alhamdulillah. So I'm just gonna be trying to make up a lot of time. So I'm just going to be, and obviously Ramadan will also start this week, inshallah. So either Saturday or Sunday. So essentially what I want to do this week is just do a lot of work in terms of like batch work. So batch record, do a lot of uni work. That's, you know, due a lot later in time. You know, do a lot of uni work early. Just do a lot of things early, just so in Ramadan I can really spend that time, you know, focusing on ibadah. And alhamdulillah, I managed to get the last 10 days off work as well. So I can spend the last 10 nights just pure worship, which is cool. So yeah, man, this is definitely going to be a very, very busy week. But you know, when is it not? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It is Wednesday, 11 AM. Let's do a little check-in. Can't be too long because I've got a lot of work to do. But literally, man, I've had no time to even turn this camera on. When I remember, I turn it on, don't get me wrong, but it's very hard to, you know, stay locked in and then remember to turn this thing on every hour. But yeah, literally, locked in is the best way to describe it. I had my red goggles on. I was in the trenches, coding away, building, designing, developing. But yeah, man, alhamdulillah is what I'm going to say, alhamdulillah. Today I need to do a lot of uni work. So I'm going to spend a considerable amount of time on that. I posted a video yesterday. It was like a tutorial of me building a Hifz tracker app. It's doing alright. It's getting some decent engagement. So yeah, if you can't, you know, afford the school community, I completely understand. But I'm still going to post content that gives you value and is, you know, completely free. I'm trying to think how to make these vlogs a little bit more fun. But it's hard when I'm, you know, in this period of my life where it's very much just sit at the desk. Like, I'm not going out that much. I genuinely just sit at home and work. So if you guys have any recommendations of how I can spice up the content, then please let me know. Don't suggest things like food reviews and all that type of stuff. Like, if it's anything you just want me to sit and talk about, let me know. Maybe potentially I could do a Q&A actually. I'm thinking about it now. Like, I could potentially go on Instagram and put a little thing out and say if you have any questions for me, let me know. I'm doing a Q&A video. That might actually work. But yeah, I'm going to get to work. Got a lot to do. It's so difficult not telling you guys what I'm working on, but when you see what it is, you're going to be like, okay, sick. But I'm really, really honoured to be a part of it. And inshallah, it will help the Muslim community a lot. Cool?
There's no reason to bring my looks into this.
Quran, not Khotan. Because that's really... Digital marketing.
We go rock, paper, scissors. Ew, I don't think so.
Of it. In terms of next steps, I agree. Like, database is ready. It should look like this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It is officially Ramadan, so it's the first night of Taraweeh today. Ramadan was just announced. I'm late, so I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna go Taraweeh. But yeah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So it's been a minute actually since I've properly picked up the camera. It's Ramadan, alhamdulillah. It's been a very busy Ramadan because the start of it I had coursework due, typical story of my life. And obviously in the Ramadan I want to make the most of it, so I was genuinely packed out with, you know, coursework and business and YouTube and school and plus obviously doing all my ibadah and stuff. But alhamdulillah, I'm a little bit more free now. The other thing is, obviously I'm spending a lot of my time at the masjid and I'm trying to, you know, go as often as possible throughout the day. And obviously I don't really want to take a camera into the masjid, and also because it's Ramadan, like normally I would take maybe the Osmo and prop it somewhere, but just in Ramadan, man, I don't really want to focus on the camera stuff. I want to focus just on like ibadah like properly. But I thought, you know what, it's been like a week now. Let me get back on the vlogs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's Friday. It's about 2:15. I just got home from Jummah. I've got a lot of work to do. So this application that I'm building, you know what? Let me just show you. So this application that I'm building. As you can see, I've got Cursor doing this thing at the moment, just because the main bulk of it is done, so I can just let Cursor copy my templates and stuff. But basically, it's a donation website for a masjid, Isa ibn Maryam. I think I've mentioned this roughly, very roughly, but it wasn't supposed to go out until maybe next week, but literally last minute this morning I got a phone call and they said they want it now, just because they're struggling in terms of costs and stuff. So I've got about, really and truly about 3 hours, because after iftar I'm not really gonna code. I like to eat, chill, relax, breathe, and then go to Tarawih. So I've got until Isha, but really and truly about 3 hours, like I said, to get this done. I need to add all the right products, I need to get the copy complete, I need to test it properly, and then I need to transfer it to live mode, because using Stripe is in test mode at the moment. So I need to transfer it to live mode and make sure it works in live mode, which I don't know how I'm going to do, because I can't pay in live mode, because then I've lost money. But I think I'm going to have to make sure it works completely in test mode and then transfer it to live mode. But yeah, so race against the clock. It's the first time I've really had to like work at this pace, so it's going to be interesting, but yeah, let's see. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's Monday, it's like 11 AM. I'm really bad with vlogging now, man. I need to get back on it. I think I'm getting ill, my voice is a bit weird, but it is what it is. We've got a lot of things to do today. I need to edit Mahi's vlog. I need to start working on the write-up for my uni final year project. I need to code, you know, just add a couple of features to the final year project. What else I need to work on? Gym link I need to work on. A lot. So, you know, I'm going to get changed, get on my desk, plan everything out, and then we'll go from there. I'm also hoping to start a 7-day challenge of like building this app in public, because the truth is I need the app for myself, like ASAP. So I thought, let me record it at the same time. I need to get it done ASAP. When I say 7-day challenge, it won't be like every single day I work on it, because it's Ramadan. I can't guarantee that. I don't know what's going to happen in my day, but I'm only going to dedicate 7 days, for example. So yeah, and to be honest, I think I can do it in a lot less. But yeah, let's crack on. The reason why it's been so difficult for me to record in Ramadan is I genuinely do lose time. Like, and you don't think about it because you're going to sleep quite late, so that I'm not able to wake up as early. I suppose I could stay up at Fajr, but then I'm only running off like what, 4.5 hours sleep every single day. That's not healthy. And I get a lot of my work done in the evening, and I do all of my editing that day, that night, so I'm all caught up. But from 5 to iftar, from 5 p.m. to iftar, I'm, you know, doing memorization or whatever the case may be. And then iftar happens, I eat, I chill for a bit, and then it's Tarawih. So it's like, and then I get home from Tarawih, it's like 10:30, again, chill for a bit, then I knock out at 11:30. I suppose I could stay up after Fajr, but I don't, just because I'm so tired. But I am genuinely missing out on like that 5 to 10 p.m. when I would just work for 5 hours every single day. So I'm missing out on 5 hours every single day. So it's tough. It is very tough. But you know, first week of Ramadan done, really and truly first 10 days. So a third in, and I'm gonna get back on the grind. Alhamdulillah, I haven't like neglected the Islamic aspect of things. I've gone a lot harder on my deen, alhamdulillah, in terms of memorization and studying and stuff. And I'm glad that I'm falling back on like money work, if that makes sense, rather than falling back on deen. Because that's what I don't want to waste Ramadan, right? So I am using Ramadan as well as I should be, alhamdulillah. Yeah, today's the day I get back on both, and we can balance both. A couple of hours of the day just doing uni work. I always do that. I spend the first couple of hours doing the stuff that I hate, and that's always uni work. And then I'll get into proper work.
See me well, and in the background, if it's daytime or early evening, you can see the palm. You can
This is what I mean, by the way, yeah? So, vlog done. Completely edited, exporting at the moment. But it's 2:30. Iftar is in about 3 hours. So, I've got about 3 hours now to get the rest of my work done. Because, like I said earlier, Iftar and Tarawih is madness. Tomorrow I'm also going to uni, so I do need to be up, a little bit earlier than normal. So I think what I'm just going to have to do is become a night owl and just work in the night. And I suppose it'll get me prepared for, the last 10 nights and Qiyam al-Layl and stuff. So let me give you some brief context first before I do an overview of this application. There's a masjid that opened up near me called Isa ibn Maryam Community Centre, or JSMCC, Jesus Son of Mary Community Centre. And I was scrolling through the website, this is a couple months ago, and at the bottom it said built by Pillars. Clicked on that and it took me to the Pillars app. I was really confused, yeah? So I went on Twitter, I DM'd Abdurrahman, who, if you don't know, is the founder of Pillars. And I just DM'd him and said, Assalamu alaikum, bro, I saw this on the website, is this something you're affiliated with? How are you affiliated with it? I want to help out type of thing, yeah? Cold DM, proper, cold DM, pure, just let me get my foot in the door, let me try at least. Nothing will probably come of it. He actually saw it, he then replied and gave me his number, and then, we've been chatting ever since, met up in person. Alhamdulillah, really, really good brother. And not too long ago, I think this must have been maybe a week before Ramadan, and he just said, bro, I've got an idea, do you want to help build it? And I was like, yeah, cool, I'm down. Zero hesitation. I was like, yeah, cool, I'm down, 100%. He then showed me the idea, and essentially what it was is a different way to donate to a masjid. So rather than you do your normal one-off donations, or you set up a standing order, you actually see all of the bills of the masjid, and then you can become a contributor to each bill, or to a specific bill. Let me show you what I've actually built, and then you'll understand it a little bit better. So basically, this is the main donation page of the website. At the top there's a banner here that says only 6% of JSMCC's costs are covered at the moment. So yes, you can donate normally, but if you tap this, it'll bring you down to this. Now these are all the bills that the masjid has. So you've got water bill, internet bill, electricity, this is the imam and the school and stuff, cleaners, managers, bin collection, etc. And what you can do is, as you can see, someone's already paid for the water bill, someone's paid for the internet, and then someone's paid for the bins. So what you can do is contribute to this. So for example, cleaners £500 a month, but you can contribute £100. So I press this button, it'll pull up Stripe. You can contribute £100. If I want, I can contribute, the rest of it, so £300 a month, and cover the rest of it. And this essentially will update live. And the whole idea is where your money's going. Exactly where your money's going. And obviously for the person who runs the masjid, it makes it better for them as well, because they can say, okay, we've got all of our bills covered. Essentially, from a business point of view, they're breaking even. So where can we put this amount of money? Okay, we need to do wudu for this facility next. Okay, we could build another layer in the masjid, another story, have more people come in, increase security, etc., etc. Sick idea, Halam Mubarak, and it was all his idea, and he just asked me to build it. So he essentially designed the whole thing, the UI and stuff, and I coded it and built it out. So this is the secret project that I'll be working on. Inshallah, the plan is, it's now a product of Pillars, and we'll do a demo one day at Masjid. I'll try and get that recorded as much as possible, and then put it, hopefully, it won't be in this vlog, maybe in the next vlog, but that will just be going over more context of how it's going to be a part of Pillars. But the whole point is, it's meant to be a product of Pillars. This is just a pilot, and in future, inshallah, we can build it out as a proper platform and onboard every masjid in the UK pretty much. But this masjid, JSMCC, is our testing ground, beta. Get a few more masjids on board, inshallah, and we can build this out for them. If it is something you are interested in, let's say you run a masjid or someone who does, or whatever the case may be, if you go down to the bottom of the website, you'll see built by Pillars and want this tool for your mosque, just tap find out more, and then you'll see this form. Fill in that form, Abdurrahman will sort it, and then we just know that, okay, we can start potentially building this for your masjid. It's just to get an idea, essentially, of whether it's something people would like. Again, this is V1. We've got so many other features that we're planning to implement, and inshallah it should do really well, man. Like inshallah it should do really well. The other thing also I've actually forgot to mention is if you become a contributor or like a Patreon, you get a certificate. It's on my phone. Let me see if I can pull it up. Just to make it a little bit more personalised. So yeah, cool product. This is what I've been working on, spending my late nights on. Alhamdulillah, I'm really proud of it. Literally, I built this MVP within about 3 hours, 3-4 hours. And then we just polished it up a little bit over the course of a month. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. In terms of next steps for the rest of the day, I'm going to upload a school video. I'm also going to just start on this new YouTube series now. I'm going to spend like 15-20 minutes planning it, and then I think I will record just the first episode of it. That shouldn't take too long, maybe an hour and a half max. And then I can spend the rest of that time on Gymlink, and then from about 5:15 to iftar time, I will do Hift and my Islamic studies. So yeah, overall pretty productive day, alhamdulillah. And then tomorrow I've got uni, so I'll need to go in for that. And this is proof. It's currently 4:35, and that is how long it took me to record the first episode of the 7-day startup challenge. Let me show you actually what we built. Now I'm going to pray, create some short form content, work on Gymlink a little bit. I need to do a quick change on the donation app, then do some memorization, and after that it'll be iftar and then tarawih. So the day does go super quick in Ramadan, man. But alhamdulillah, nonetheless. Yo, you probably can't see me. Let me change the lights a little bit. That's better. Yo, assalamu alaikum. Like 11 PM. I just got back from Tarawih, as you can see. This is what I mean, man. Like, really and truly, I should go to bed. But I will not be able to sleep until I get this bug sorted. Essentially, what's happening is the electricity bill at the moment, we've chosen it. We've broken it down into £150 blocks. But that might be too much. And it might be too high ticket. So we're thinking of bringing everything down to around £50 a month, which seems a lot more doable. The problem is, alhamdulillah, we've already got people that are signed up to the £150 version. So it's like, I now need to bring everything down to 50, but also keep that donor there and not mess up his subscription. And it's complicated. It's very, very complicated. And the other issue is we haven't got a database. So I'm kind of just using webhooks and using metadata in products, which isn't the best way at all. But again, this is very, very rough. It's like pure MVP, V1. I'm just waiting for a go-ahead from Abdurrahman to set up a database because, like, again, this isn't my product, it's a Pillars product. I'm working on it with Pillars. So we need to kind of use the same technology that Pillars is already using, if that makes sense. I don't want to pick Superbase as my database if Pillars are using Firebase, for example. I completely made that up, I don't know what they're using yet, but I will find out. So we want to keep everything streamlined and intact. I just want to mention though, like, this is the power of AI coding, guys. Within, I'd probably say maybe 6 to 9 months, I locked in on AI, I locked in on building things, and alhamdulillah, I'm building products with the biggest Muslim app in the world, alhamdulillah. And I actually didn't even leverage my personal brand for that. I've leveraged my personal brand for, the agency, yes, but not for this. This was a pure cold DM, and I like on Twitter, and I've got barely any followers on Twitter. Not any active ones anyway. So yeah, if you're looking for a sign, and I know everyone says it, just lock in for 6 months. Genuinely lock in for 6 months. When I picked up this camera, I just got back from a trip in Dubai. I sold my Steam Deck, and I bought the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And then I just locked in. I missed some weeks, cool. Some vlogs are shorter than others. I skipped around different business models, but I still locked in. I didn't get distracted. I didn't mess about. And look, alhamdulillah, I've got a proper camera now. I've got lighting, microphone. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Tuesday, again 11 AM. I'll be honest, change of plans. I'm not going to uni today. I'm going to sit at home, just crack out loads of work, because it is a waste of time going to uni. It's like an hour trip there, hour trip back. That's 2 hours of my day gone. I haven't got that time to waste. I don't really need to go and see my seminar tutors today anyway. So I'm just going to chill at home and crack out all my work. So let's do it. Yo, so it's currently 4:30 PM. I've been working on the donations app for the past couple hours, and boy, is Stripe a pain. We haven't got a database set up, so it probably makes life a lot harder. And I'm literally just pulling all the data through Stripe metadata. Let me actually show you. If I go into a product, like I'll blur out some private information, but as you can see, like this is literally what we're going off, and it's not ideal. I've spoken to the team, and inshallah we'll get a database set up properly, then we can actually extract as much information as possible. And what's cool is I've just found out, so the terminals at most masajid use something called SumUp terminals, and they've got a really good API, a REST API. So what we can actually do is pull all of the data and then manipulate like everything. So basically we can have all donations digitalized, and be able to display that information in any way that we want, to be honest, which is quite sick. Alhamdulillah, this bug is getting sorted slowly. I'm basically just transitioning some of the pricing. I think it was a bit too high ticket, I might have mentioned that already, and it becomes a bit of a pain because there's already donors paying for cheaper prices. So, but we're getting there. Like I said, without a database, it takes everything double the amount of time than it should. But yeah, literally been sat at my desk all day. This is what life is at the moment. I think I need a bigger desk, just because if I show you, like, I haven't got much room to put anything. It's kind of annoying. But I've also recently got this desk, so I'll see. But I definitely need a bigger one. So maybe I'll look into a longer desk. It has to be standing as well. What I'm going to do now is transition the rest of the products. I won't go live tonight. We'll leave it for this night. But yeah, I have 3 more products to transition over, and then I'm going to edit the first episode of the 7-day startup challenge. So that'll be cool. I also need to start editing this vlog because it's going to be a big vlog, I think. Or it won't be a big vlog, but I've got a lot of footage to go over, so yeah. Assalamu alaikum. So it's 8 PM, just on my way to Tarawih, as you can tell. I thought I'd bring my camera along today, not sure why, don't know where I'm going to put it, but it also might scare off some people. We'll see how it goes.
إن ربك فعال لما يريد وأما الذين سعدوا ففي الجنة خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض إلا ما شاء ربك
قال إنما أشكو بثي وحزني إلى الله وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون يا بني اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف
So it's about 11 PM. Just got back from Tarawih. Boy, I look shattered. Now, what I would usually do is work a little bit, then go sleep. What I'm actually going to do is just lock in. I'm going to get these price changes done. Actually, it's all done. I just need to test it a little bit, making sure everything is working perfectly fine. I've got snacks here, I've got crisps, I've got a corn yogurt, I've got Haribo's. Just ordered a bubble tea as well. Don't judge me, man, them. Trust me, have it before you judge me. It's banging. Got my locked in goggles, if you know, you know. Yeah, man, just gonna lock in. No Quran in the background, no TV, nothing. Just gonna put a show on and just lock in, man. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So it is Wednesday, it's about 2 PM. I woke up at like, you know what, let me put this light on. I woke up quite late today, like midday. Prayed Dhuhr, took my mum shopping, I'm back now. I've just planned out what I'm gonna do for the day in my calendar. So, gonna do some uni work. Gonna work on this donation app. I really need to get this bug fixed, and then after that, it's basically gonna be, you know, Quran, iftar. When I get back from Tarawih, I'm gonna focus on Gymlink, because like I'm starting to see some good progress with that now. What I'm gonna do is try my best and incorporate face recognition for our clients for Gymlink, which would be cool. So, as a gym, if you sign up to Gymlink, rather than distributing like wallet passes and QR codes and dealing with hardware like fingerprint scanners, you can actually, when the customer signs up to your gym, they will have to take a photo of themselves, and that will go in the database, and then the information from that picture will go in the database, and then to enter the gym, you will literally scan your customer's face with the Gymlink web app. And the beautiful thing is, no external hardware is needed. We don't need any facial recognition cameras, no complex tech, just the internal camera on a device, laptop, iPad, iPhone, whatever the case may be. Now again, Gymlink's target market is small to medium sized gyms. So there will always be someone at the front, like checking people in. So it's not like we have to integrate the face recognition with like turnstiles, like electric gates and stuff like that. It's just going to be like, oh, I'm the gym owner, oh, hello, Bob, boom, scan, okay, done, come in, and then it will track the fact that the person is in the gym. So yeah, at the moment, I'm just designing the database for Gymlink, because that's the main thing. It is so complex. You know what, let me just show you roughly what we're looking at the moment for Gymlink's database. But it's insane, let me show you. So if you take a look here, like, there's a lot of tables, and everything is interlinked, and it's very complex. But then again, that's expected, because multiple gyms can sign up, multiple customers can sign up for those gyms, and then each gym has its own settings, each gym has its own memberships and stuff like that. So it's a lot. It's definitely a big SaaS application. Well, we're getting there. Alhamdulillah, we are getting there. And we're making some good progress. So yeah, gonna crack on with some work. It's another boring day on my desk. Boys, we might have to stop using this clamp. My whole light's gonna fall off. Anyways, I've just been spending the past couple hours fixing this bug. It took me ages, but it's done. The problem is, I fixed the bug, and then that's for like one bill, right? So I do one bill at a time, and then I try and copy the code into the other bills, and then I just end up making another bug. And then the cycle just repeats itself. But the main one's done, alhamdulillah. I need to go to the shop for my mum, so I'm going to go now. Go for a little walk, and come back, and then it's iftar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's Thursday, 5:15 PM. Just got back from work. I am going to spend the next 45 minutes or so, just until iftar, just finalising all the bugs, polishing up everything, hopefully push to production on the donation app. Then it's iftar, Tarawih, come back, do some memorisation, and then I'll edit, couple school videos and get them posted hopefully on the school community tonight. And then I'll also work on Gymlink as well. Really excited about Gymlink, man. It's starting to come into fruition now because I'm designing the landing page and stuff. So I'm starting to see, like, from a customer's perspective of how Gymlink would look like. It's very easy when you're coding something and building something from scratch. You forget, obviously, like, you design and build for user experience, but you still forget what it's like to be a user. You just look at it from a technical point of view. But now I'm designing the landing page and stuff. It's like, I can see it. It's sick. I'm so excited. But literally, there's not actually that much left that needs to be done. Like, really and truly, I just need to get the landing page done, get the logo sorted, which is part of the landing page anyway. That's also not my job. That's Cassim's going to sort that out for me. Database structure, finalize database structure, set up face recognition, set up inventory management, and then set up the custom portal that each gym will get, and that's it, done. Sounds like a lot, but it's not actually. The hardest part was getting the dashboard stuff and the database stuff ready. Other than that, we should be good to go. So yeah, I'm going to lock in now, get this work done.
وأن الأجور فيه مضاعفة والمغفرة سهلة المنال فاجتهدوا بكل ما يستطيعون وبذلوا ما بوسعهم وهم خائفون وجلون أن يفوتهم شيء.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's Friday, it's about 2 PM. I just got back from Jummah. Got a lot of work to do, as usual. I'm going to crank out some uni work, edit, school video, get that uploaded, and then Gymlink pretty much. Oh, and the donation app, because I still need to, it's done, everything is done. I just got to test everything now. And fix some last minute bugs. But other than that, same old, lock in. Really experimenting with the angles, aren't we? It's currently 6 PM, a couple minutes before iftar, and coming, and boy, have I got a headache. Not even from food, just from this bug. Like, I fixed the bug, same old story, another bug happened, and then I fixed that bug, and then that old bug came back again. Such a headache. And that meant I got no editing done at all. Nothing for YouTube, nothing for the school community. And I have to go sleep early today because I've got work quite early tomorrow morning. Yes, yeah, kind of feel like my day was wasted, but it is what it is, nothing we can do.